Welcome back everybody to Forza Motorsport, and we're continuing on with the 20th anniversary tour by following on from the previous episode with the Spirit of Forza Motorsport 4 Championship. So, going to be doing the final two races, and yeah, I think we've been doing fairly well so far, but yeah, a podium position is not completely in the bag yet. So we're at Sebring full for the third race for 4 laps. So yeah, our Ferrari 458 Italia should do pretty well here. It's got the handling, certainly has plenty of straight line speed, so yeah, since this is a mix of both of those elements, it should do well. But it really could go one way or the other, quite frankly. Right, so skip practice, we'll just check again the series standings. So yeah, we are in third place, but we are joint third place with 46 points, so if we come below person in fourth, then we will obviously lose that position, but we are only 3 points behind second, so that is within the bag. If we came ahead of them, for instance, by 1 or 2 places, then we would go ahead of them, but first place is some 7 points ahead of us, so they'd have to come some way behind us for us to beat them. So unless they come several positions behind, then it's looking unlikely that we'll get ahead of them, especially if they're even just 1 position ahead. So yeah, we'll have to see, but still, let's reduce our fuel, because obviously we've done it recently. The glitch is not present. It's only on the first race where you try to change your fuel that the glitch happens. Every other race after that in the same championship, and it's perfectly alright for whatever reason. No idea why, still not heard anything about sorting it out. Same with the sound, the main sound for the main part of the game going down when you use a rewind as well. For now, we do have the full sound, and we get to hear this glorious V8 with 9,000 RPM thanks to the cams that we gave it. And they rev in plenty of power, sounding glorious all at the same time. Brakes are very good, we'll slow down our momentum. It's mostly neutral car in terms of its handling. There's no real oversteer or understeer to really be wary of. Right, so the person that we are joint points for on the championship overall is currently in first. So ideally we want to at least be only 1 position behind them. We'll obviously therefore lose potentially our overall position, but we could also gain positions as well from whoever's in second and first. I don't think they're in, well, unless one of them is in second, that is. Obviously I can't see their gamer tag right now. If they aren't in second, then yeah, being the person that's joined for third could very well replace them at the top, wouldn't it? That's a bit iffy. Bit more understeer than I expected there. It's really been an issue up until that corner. Hopefully it won't take too long to regain the time we lost. Slightly brake too late there. lost all of that time we regained after our slight collision with the tyre wall. So let's try and concentrate a little bit better. Definitely got better pace than the Corvette. Cross our nose there a little bit.
Time penalty is 0.5
I don't agree with that. It might well have been the subsequent collisions when we got all out of place, but yeah, this first one I don't know because we were on the inside and they come across us, so. Sound again. So annoying. Right, so second place is the person that's going to be in first, I believe, so yeah, we ideally need to get ahead of them at the very least. Same mistake we made at the end of the first lap. We do not. Get right to the draft of the Corvette immediately. Inside before the first corner. There we go. Defended. Can we get to first? Very Corvette heavy championship, this one. I can see why. The Z01 is a phenomenal car. It's got loads of power from the supercharged V8 and yeah. Although I think it does weigh more than what we weigh in stock form. It's still not anywhere nearly as heavy as, say, an Audi R8 from the same kind of period as this. Kind of thing that I was mentioning earlier in, I think, in the last episode where I was on about the new Corvettes trying to be too much like a European supercar. That's perfectly summed up with the ZR1, to be honest, because yes, it's a V8 powered car like what we have here. Yes, it's also rear wheel drive just like this one, but the way it delivers its power, the fact that its engine's up front, although it is mostly behind the front wheels, just makes it that bit more unique and it's no less competitive for it, I don't think. That's why would so many people be choosing it, or why would so many AI be choosing it on this championship, for instance. All we've overtaken, I think, pretty much is Corvettes, outside of the initial run off the line, so yeah. It's also, again, a V8, just like we are, but a completely different kind of V8. You know, size, and rev limit, and noise.
One more lap.
It's just so much better having that kind of variety between cars that do have similar traits, but they go about it in a different way, and therefore, you know, they are unique in their own manner. But nowadays, I just feel like the Corvettes are just a supercar with an American engine, which has worked in the past. You know, the Dismosa Pantera, for instance, is that kind of car as well, but that also had European styling, whereas the modern day Corvette just has European layout and, you know, handling characteristics. So yeah. Americans are good at firepower, not quite so good at fully replicating European standards in terms of driving on our terms. On their own terms, they're really good. Like I said, I think the Z01 is fantastic, and future generations of the Corvette with the engine up front were also great, especially when it came to the high-powered ones. But nowadays I just feel like it's lost a fair bit of its identity, its uniqueness in comparison to European cars, quite frankly. Looks like we're going to have to settle for second. Should be some rearranging on the leaderboard, given me in first place were in third and fourth respectively, so yeah, but that's still fairly decent.
Good work today.
Not as good of a lap time as first place, which is probably why we were unable to really catch them, so yeah, that Corvette really is quite phenomenal, to be honest. So yeah, there's the leaderboard. Yep, me and fourth place both jumped 2 places, so I go from third, fourth, well, I think it technically, I'm not sure about that. I thought we were in third, so therefore we don't have to jump 2 places. But whatever. Yeah, it just basically means that yeah, who was in third and fourth is now in second and first. So yeah, and the other 2 moved down. So yeah, we are at least comfortably in a podium position to some degree, because we are joint second place with the other person with 71 points, and there is only 3 points in it between me and first. So yeah, if we can potentially get first place and they come second or third, first place is going to be fully up for grabs. So yeah, but nonetheless, let's get on to that 4th race and see what we can do. Right, welcome everybody to Indianapolis Motor Speedway for 5 laps. So this is even more speed orientated than Sebring, to be honest, because there's an even longer straight at the start finish line, and you've even got a fairly decent one after that, not long after that as well. So yeah, and I feel like even though this car's pretty damn quick in a straight line, it's nowhere near as fast as those Corvettes as we have seen already. So yeah, we could be in a little bit of trouble here. Now granted, there are some handling parts to this as well, but nowhere near enough or as much as Sebring was, and yeah, we were obviously struggling even on Sebring to get past the Corvette in front. So yeah, could be in a little bit of trouble here, but it all depends how the grid has been, you know, laid out, how much traffic there is and such. But yeah, even on getting off the line there, we were getting up to 155. We were doing about 160 on the back straight at Sebring, so yeah, it's a pretty long bit that, and very much obviously speed orientated. More power gives you that advantage. Coming through. A pair of older 430 Scuderias up front. Still a pretty damn good car. Did not like that corner that much. The rear end let go for one of the few times it has done. And there's the understeer as well. Both of the handling characteristics I thought this car didn't have, coming up within the space of 2 corners, unfortunately. As you can see, we're getting up to what, 174 miles an hour there, so yeah, a lot quicker that straight than Sebring. Oh, Ferrari and Corvette have had a tangle.
Time penalty is 0.5 seconds.
Why? braking, we weren't trying to collide. We just didn't expect them to brake as hard because of those two cars crop up to one another. It's really bad. And let's get the sound back. Oh, bloody hell, now the Ferraris are getting colliding with one another. Supposed to be on the same side, in theory. Right, so the Corvette that won last time is in third. Driver behind us has a 2.5 second penalty, so that's not going to help them whatsoever. Series of corners is the only real area I can properly take advantage of this car's handling. Unless second and first are not opponents that are ahead of us in the leaderboard, nor do I believe they're all that close to us either, and fourth place has had a massive understeer on prior corner, so they've dropped way back. So if we can at least get second, we are within a shot of getting the championship overall. Super close. Granted, we do have a decent amount of laps left, so let's try and not make mistakes and lose ground on those in front, but also don't give ground to those behind. Getting the slipstream. Despite my reservations about whether or not these cars would do well on this track, the top three of us are Ferraris, so guess we're able to do better than I thought. Oh dear. Why did I suddenly have braking? Suddenly do. The sound back. Outside, across, understeer again. More of an issue this race than the previous one. Could be because I'm pushing the car really hard just to try and seal this championship up, but yeah, it's not helpful. Obviously it would help if you had some aero on these cars, but generally I don't bother with that, just because, I don't know, it's a really stupid reason, but aesthetically I just don't like the look of them. And yeah, I only ever really do it if the car absolutely desperately needs it. I think this is on the border of that, needing it really, to be honest. The understeer is prevalent, but it's only properly pushing it and I'm ignoring the warning signs. I don't really need to be pushing it because the way the points are going to work out, we're going to be alright. But I do kind of want that win.
Last lap, let's go.
Especially since then it would be a win on a win. Ferrari up front is quite quick. Don't know how the handling to really get ahead of first. But regardless, this should be enough of a good position to get the win overall. Theoretically, I feel. But yeah, still a fun enough race, and for once the Ferraris are leading the charge, unlike the Corvettes for some reason, which, despite being quite a speed orientated track, we're struggling there for whatever reason. And yeah, we did need first. I forgot it was that person that was originally behind us. So yeah, but still, it's the second place, and yeah, that's fairly alright by me, especially since we didn't get a podium in the previous championship with the 2010 Audi R8. So we've definitely improved on that by 2 places, because I think we only came 4th in that R8. So we have at least done a better job this time around, and you know, we're in a podium position. So yeah, but it does show that this was a far closer championship than the previous one. 1 point in it between me and third, and only 3 points between me and first. So yeah, really was a tussle there, going back and forth between places, but still fun enough championship, and the car itself performed exemplary. You could probably upgrade it in a manner which would have made it a lot better than what I had it, but I enjoyed what I did with it, and yeah, it was fun to drive. Nonetheless, so thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.